could be a turning point, in fact, in the Ukraine war and the ongoing grinding Ukraine war. Viewers, a surprise phone call, a possible face-to-face between Putin and Zelensky, and a major U.S. security deal on the table. What's next? We break it down. Take a look at this report.
A major breakthrough could be on the horizon in the war between Russia and Ukraine. US President Donald Trump says he's working to arrange a direct meeting between Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and Russian President Vladimir Putin. The first since the war began over 3 years ago. In fact, German Chancellor Friedrich Merz has also shared a tentative timeline.
Treffen zwischen dem russischen Präsidenten und dem ukrainischen Präsidenten innerhalb der nächsten 2 Wochen geben wird. Dieses Treffen soll an einem Ort stattfinden, der noch vereinbart werden muss. Präsident Trump hat sich bereit erklärt, danach erneut zu einem Dreiertreffen einzuladen, sodass die Verhandlungen jetzt wirklich aufgenommen werden können.
The news came after a surprise summit at the White House where Zelensky met with Trump and 7 top European leaders. The talks focused on one goal: ending the war. Trump spoke to Putin from the Oval Office during the summit. A photo released by the White House shows the call in action, with Secretary of State Marco Rubio and Vice President J.D. Vance alongside him. But tensions remain sky high. Just hours before the summit, deadly Russian missile strikes hit Ukrainian cities, killing at least 10. Zelensky says it's proof that Ukraine still needs serious protection and fast. That's where the US comes in. President Trump pledged to build out new security guarantees, including $90 billion in American weapons and US-backed drone production inside Ukraine.
Президент Сполучених Штатів Америки підтримав трьохсторонню зустріч на рівні лідерів Україна, Америка, Росія. І Сполучені Штати Америки пропонують її провести якомога швидше. Але для цього потрібно погодження усіх сторін.
If Putin agrees to meet, it could open the door to a landmark trilateral summit. Trump, Zelensky and Putin all at the same table. It's far from certain, but for the first time since the war began back in 2022, serious diplomacy is back in motion.
1 year and a half.
Bureau Report,
We are ready
NDTV
for
World.
Trilateral, as President said. This is a good signal about trilateral. I think this is very good.
Well, all eyes are now on that possible trilateral Putin-Zelensky meeting. Meanwhile, my colleague Priyanka joins us straight from Chicago to shed more light on these recent developments. Priyanka, given Trump's announcement of a Putin-Zelensky meeting, how much groundwork exactly do you think has been laid? And is there any indication at all, Priyanka, that the Kremlin is truly on board?
When we're talking about groundwork, Trump has actually taken the lead in organizing the meeting, right? He's publicly announced a forthcoming trilateral summit that involves Putin, Zelensky, and himself. And he's also aimed at bypassing slow burn diplomacy over here and forcing a peace mechanism closer to reality. Now, Ukraine is receptive. That's why the meeting was very fun. Zelensky has signaled readiness to meet without preconditions, acknowledging the need for direct dialogue to resolve the conflict. European allies are also backing the move, but with safeguards. Now, leaders like Macron and Starmer support US-led security guarantees, right? Though they emphasize respect for territorial integrity. At the same time, Russia remains non-committal. The Kremlin has not officially confirmed participation. Now, while Trump reportedly discussed terms over a 40-minute call with Putin, the lack of Moscow's confirmation means groundwork is still conditional at best, right? There's no end in sight just yet. But in summary, I think that Trump is actively laying diplomatic groundwork and effectively doing this because Ukraine and Europe are on board with conditions, of course, but Russia's silence means true commitment remains unclear at this time.